Navin Lalu's streaming network, specialist in clean audio, multiple camera angle view and a photo slide for professional live streaming. Call Navin at 335-0205. Navin Lalu, bringing real-time events to you and yours. Navin Lalu's streaming network. Call him 335-0205. Also available fantastic drone footage. Navin's streaming network.
Check. Sound check.
पिंजरे के पंछी पिंजरे के पंछी रे तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, बाहर से तो खामोश रहे तू, भीतर भीतर रोए रे, ए भीतर भीतर रोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। कह न सके तू अपनी कहानी, तेरी भी पंछी क्या जिंदगानी रे। विधि ने तेरी कथा लिखी, आंसू में कलम डुबोए, तेरा दर्द न जाने कोई, तेरा दर्द न जाने को। चुपके रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। चुपके रोने वाले, रखना छिपा के दिल के छाले रे। ये पत्थर का देश है पगले, कोई न तेरा होए, तेरा दर्द न जाने।
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम
पाकर मैंने नाम न तेरा गाया, नैन मूंद कर हे परमेश्वर कभी न तुझको ध्याया। मन वीणा की तारें टूटी, अब क्या गीत सुनाऊं। मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे, मैली चादर ओढ़ के कैसे। इन पैरों से चल कर तेरे मंदिर कभी ना आया। जहाँ जहाँ हो पूजा तेरी कभी न शीश झुकाया। हे हरिहर मैं हार के आया, अब क्या हार चढ़ाऊं।
Check, check. For those who want to come inside, there's a lot of chairs on the inside. So those who are outside, there are lots and lots of chairs down to the back. You all can make your way inside, okay? Thank you.
उड़ के कैसे द्वार तुम्हारे आऊं, हे पावन
बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। सबको जय सीताराम, जय सीताराम। A pleasant good morning to everyone. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Yarna family first, let me say we appreciate the love, the support, and the strength that you have all added to this family at this time as they experience the loss of this wonderful gentleman by the name of Parmanan Pancho Yarna. May God bless you all for extending your love and support to this family. Because one of our main watchwords in Sanatan Dharma, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Recite that after me, everyone. Vasudev Kutumbakam. We are all one family. And that is a truth that we must remember all the time. We are all our brother's keeper. This morning we are here to bid a warm and fond farewell to Pancho. And Pancho, in terms of his body, that is what we concentrate on today for the funeral service. Because we know that which is within all of us is not the body. That which powers up the body is called the Atma, it is called the soul. So this is just his mere body, but his soul is here around at this time and will continue to be here until we do what is called the Bhandara, or the 13th-day Shraddha. That is the day we'll give him a fond farewell on his road to judgment. But he will continue to be with us, amongst us, until the Bhandara, just minus his body. In that time, a new body that is unseen will be formed and prepare him for his travels to judgment. So from today, this service is called the Anteshti Sanskar. There are 16 rites of passage in this life for every human being, starting from preconception to death. Every significant part of our lives as Sanatanists, we observe before we enter that path in life. So today is the Anteshti Sanskar, and it will not last only for today, but it will be for the next 11 months. We'll be doing certain things to uplift his soul and his state and his condition. So I invite you all who can stand at this time to please stand, and those, Auntie, you can sit down. I would firstly ask all of us to clasp our hands as we ask Bhagwan, as we ask God at this time to give us the permission to start this Anteshti Sanskar, to bring peace and understanding to Pancho at this time, and not only to him, but the members of his family, that we'll all have the strength and the wisdom to better his condition. We also ask, may God guide us from this point onwards, and may his presence be with us as we perform this wonderful farewell to Pancho this morning. We chant Hari Om 3 times as we make that divine call and summon the presence of Bhagwan. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Shantakaram bhujagashainam Padmanabham Surisham Vishwadharam Gaganasadrisham Meghavarnam Suhagam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanainam Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavaiharanam Sarvaloke Kanatham Yam Brahma Varunindra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyastaver Vedai Sangapadakramopaniषadair Gayantiyam Samaka Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyantam Navidu Sura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Mahavishnu Bhagavan ki Jai. Water. Right, so you all could take your seats. Thank you. So, this body, as we know, is made up of the 5 elements. And at this time, we are going to prepare this body of the 5 elements as we say thank you for the service the elements have provided for the past 72 years of Pancho's life. We prepare this body in such a way that it will be fit for what we call Purnahuti, the final offering. In every puja that we do, at the end of the Hawan, the Pandit either offers a coconut, or sometimes he takes a pan leaf with a kasaili and a few of the ingredients and makes everyone stand as the final offering into Hawan. That is when we do puja and yagya. But I just want you to think and to understand that the final offering that you will make back onto the world is for your funeral service, where that final offering will be your body itself being consigned to Agni Dev, the Lord of Fire. Agni Devta has 2 mouths, 2 faces. One, that he accepts the offerings that we make in puja and hawan for the devtas. But on a day like this, he's called Kravyavad Agni, the one who eats the flesh back and consigns the elements back to their original place through the fire. We restore the elements. So Kravyavad Agni is the form of Agni that we worship and consign Pancho's body when we reach the Mosquito Creek. So first and foremost, we'll make the offering of water. Firstly, Kevin will stand in the middle and sprinkle water with his right hand around right there 3 times clockwise. And then Curtis, and then the same order that they are lined up in, right? So just now. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Snanam Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimit Snanam Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatham. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Snanam Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatham. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Snanam Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatham. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Snanam Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Right, Chandan with the same ring finger. Put a nice Chandan pen. This really a bit. One Chandan. Yeah. Om. And give it to Curtis after. Om. Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Gandham Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Gandham Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Okay, yeah, just take it back and put it there. Right, open. So Pancho's favorite fragrance was Old Spice. So we continue to make sure he's smelling nice with his Old Spice. Om, yeah, give everyone to talk. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnamitam Gandham Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnamitam Gandham Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Yeah. Yeah, Curtis, empty all because you are one on. This is for the man. Very good. Nice. Put the rest here. Malas. Beautiful. He emptied the clip. All right. Shavnamitam Pushpamala Yate Tavo Pratishthatha. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Pushpamala Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Pushpamala Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnimitam Pushpamala Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Right, so we'll now do arti right here 3 times, right? No bowing. Like, oh. Stand up in the middle. Om Yam Dware Mahaghore Andhena Tamasavrite Tatra Lokanarthaya Deepo Yam Pratishthatha. Yam Dware Mahaghore Andhena Tamasavrite Tatra Lokanarthaya Deepo Yam Pratishthatha. Om Yam Dware Mahaghore Andhena Tamasavrite Tatra Lokanarthaya Deepo Yam Pratishthatha. Om Yam Dware Mahaghore Andhena Tamasavrite Tatra Lokanarthaya Deepo Yam Pratishthatha. The mantra says Yam Dware Mahaghore. The pathway to judgment is indeed a terrifying one for plenty people if our karmas while we are living are not good. The better we live is the smoother that journey to judgment as well, including the journey. We ask that his pathway may be lit up in such a way that he will be free from fear. And most importantly, may intelligence be with him, that he will not be ignorant in any form, as he understands now. It's today that he also, seeing this performance of this ceremony, it will hit home. He will understand that he died. It's by seeing these rites on this day, it'll bring an understanding to him. So pass some flowers for them. Yeah, just 5. You all take flowers. I invite you all to please stand for as we offer a prayer here now. Recite after me. Om Anadhi Nidhano Deva Shankha Chakra Gada Dhara Akshaya Pundari Kaksha Preta Moksha Prado Bhava Parmanan Yarna Atma Shanti. Parmanan Yarna Atma Shanti. Parmanan Yarna Atma Shanti. Mahavishnu Bhagwan ki jai. So first pinda on a koa leaf. So these pindas that we offer today, first pinda will be right here where he is laying. Pass the water for me, my water. You all could take your seats. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Mritasthane Shavnamitam Eshte Pindo Maya Dhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. Press it right here. Hold it. Yeah. 3 times. Touch hands, guys. Next one. Right. Sprinkle some water there. 3 times. Okay. Hold it in your hand. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Pretasya Dwaradesh Panthanamit Vishnu Devatava Eshte Pindo Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishthatha. One, put it by the doorway, right on the side of the doorway, put it down and bow. You all go with him. So these pindas that we are offering on the side, yeah, and bow. So these pindas that we are offering, there are many wandering souls, or what we call spirits, around. And of course, they also, when someone dies, they try to recruit them. So we are making these offerings that they will be satisfied with those pindas that we offer. It will improve their condition as well, but it will not interfere with Pancho in any form or fashion. Third one, third pinna. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Chatvare Khechar Nimit Eshate Pindo Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishtha. Put it on the side of the gate. Down there? Yeah, outside. So those who have infiltrated and those on the outside waiting also, we offer that and tell them go. Fourth pinna now. Right. Few drops of water. Om Kashyap Gotrasya Parmanan Yarna Pretasya Vishwanao Bhuta Namna Nimitam Eshate Pindo Moksha Kamaha Pindo Mayadhyate Tavo Pratishtha. Put it in his right hand. Yeah, raise it up, put it in. Yeah, in the hand. Right, few drops of water. Right on top where you offer the pinna. Aryama Bhagwan ki jai, Mahavishnu Bhagwan ki jai. We have two more, we'll offer that when we reach the Mosquito Creek now. So those are the four pinnas that we offer, or are supposed to offer at this time. So, I see on our we'll all join now in a beautiful, simple bhajan that all of us know, right? Jai Krishna Hari. So let us sing. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Everyone. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukha dur kare Jai 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 Krishna Hare. Jab char taraf andhiyara ho आशा का दूर किनारा हो और कोई न खेवन हारा हो फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करो जय 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 कृष्ण हरे जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय 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 कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विष को भी अमृत कर दे पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा पूरन कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों के दुख दूर करे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। So this time I'll ask Varisha. Varisha is a granddaughter of this Yarna family, the daughter of Vishnu and Chandra. And Vishnu, of course, is my Sarubhai. And because of him, I was introduced many decades ago to the Yarna family. And Pancho himself embraced me and gave me the privilege to be the family's guru, starting with Rishi and Curtis, and then many of the other cousins. And for at least 2 decades and a half and more, they have always ensure that whatever the Yarna family has to do, Pandit Sunil is here as well with them. So, on behalf of Geeta and I, our condolences as well, and our love with you all the time is there. So Varisha will bring some sentiments at this time.
Sitaram, everyone. On November 17, 1953, Parmanan Yarna was born in a tiny village in Deigo to humble and modest farmers, Melvina and Aaron Yarna. The fifth of 13 children, his father dubbed him Pancho, Panch being the Hindi word for 5. From the time he was old enough, he joined his parents and siblings working the land, helping to provide for the family and learning the value of hard work and responsibility. But at 16 years old, when his parents no longer were financially able to send him to school, Pancho left home to live with his brothers Shorty and Samo and their friend Sona in Port of Spain. Together they bounced from Piccadilly Street to Belmont to George Street, pooling together whatever little money they had to afford rent. His goal was not only to sustain himself, but to ensure that he could send money back to Deigo to help his parents raise his siblings. His first break came when he landed a job at Jan's Snacket on Queen Street. And while working here, he met his beautiful wife, Barbara, who worked at the nearby Kirpalanis. I guess you really could have found everything there, even love. She was Muslim, he was Hindu. And in those days, that was not ideal. But they had the support of his parents, and they got married in 1976 and became parents in 1977, then 2 times thereafter. Unfortunately, he was fired from Jan's Snacket in 1977, soon after his first child, Curtis, was born. He used the last bit of money that he had in his pocket to buy his son a toy. And as the story goes, while leaving, he told the owner of Jan's that he would one day own that place. If you know Uncle Pancho already, you know that he's a man of his word. And as the years passed, he eventually found his way back to Queen Street to open Pancho's Snacket in that exact location that Jan's was. Between his job at Jan's and opening the Snacket, he worked as a laborer and moved up to a checker at the Ministry of Works. Excelling there, but not having any school certificates, he was not able to get any promotions. He opened his first place on Duke Street, and then worked with his brother on Henry Street. And when Jan's old spot became available, he didn't lose any time in taking that opportunity. Through it all, Auntie Barbara was his rock and his support system, sacrificing a lot and working with him every step of the way. When she died in 2011, he not only lost a companion, but a part of himself. And although life was never the same for him, Uncle Pancho continued to work to achieve their dreams. If anything, he pushed harder. He faced challenges, but never let any of that get into his way. He was a determined man. In 2015, his eyes lit up again, and his heart fluttered like a teenager when he met Victoria. Even though neither of them was seeking a relationship, life had other plans in store for them. They both got a second opportunity for love. They had a wonderful relationship filled with many times, happy times, and everlasting memories. He became a father figure to Vicky's son Jude, welcoming him into his heart and his home. Although a man of few words, his actions spoke volumes. As a father, he was a provider. And though he was a bit strict, he was soft, kind, and a lovable man. There wasn't a thing that his children needed that they did not have. He taught them the value of hard work and commitment. He always believed in the role that he played in the everyday lives of the downtown community. And he always said that he had a responsibility towards his customers, something that he taught his children. He was supportive of everything his children did, even if he didn't agree. He supported them regardless. As a grandfather, he was a bit of everything: strict, fun-loving, playful, and he even gave them some tough love if he thought it was necessary. His life story was an inspiration to them, making them strive to do better and be better. He was supportive through their challenges, cheering them on, reminding them to always do their best, and that regardless of what, he was proud of them. He had a special place in all three of his grandchildren's heart. Their experiences and memories varied, but the common factor within all was the love that he gave. Nessa's favorite memories of him was when he used to comb her hair for the kiddies' newspaper pictures, where she and Aaron were frequently featured. Aaron loved spending time with him, sharing his thoughts and getting his papa's perspective and advice. And Gia loved her papa so much that she often got jealous if he spoke to or played with another baby. He spoiled them, laughed with them, always made food that they liked and to call them over or even send it to them. The walls of his home is filled with pictures of each of them, proudly displayed for everyone to see. Papa Pancho made a significant impact in their lives and was the best grandparent. He always looked out for his family. To his sisters, he could do no wrong. He was their Raja. He always said that he felt blessed to have a wonderful family and was proud of all of his nieces and nephews and their accomplishments. He was a most beloved uncle and granduncle, always kind, and he had a nickname for each one of us. I always remember him telling me that even when I'm older and working, he would still call me Jackie Lal, and that I better answer. He was a man I knew I could rely on. Just 10 weeks ago, he took my call at 5:30 a.m. to help me with the eulogy for his sister, Gangade, my grandmother. Ever since I started working in Port of Spain, Uncle Pancho looked out for me, even when I didn't know that he was. It wasn't until people at work came up to me and said, "Farisha, I didn't know you was Pancho's niece," that I realized that he had eyes all around, making sure that I was okay. Someone even doubted that I was really his niece, because in their estimation, Uncle Pancho was everybody's uncle. Uncle Pancho had a full and eventful life. In 1970, he was in Port of Spain during the Black Power Revolution. 20 years later, he was there for the attempted coup. In 2001, he was in New York during the 9/11 attack and was supposed to visit the financial district in downtown Manhattan that day, but he got delayed, a delay which most likely saved his life. 4 years later, he returned to the US, this time finding himself in Louisiana during Hurricane Katrina. In 2013, his Chinese-style chicken was featured in the New York Times after a food critic visiting Trinidad enjoyed it. I'm told that this may have offended the Chinese Association because he wasn't Chinese. But you have to give credit where credit is due. In 2014, he was struck by a stray AK-47 bullet. On that day, he planned to open his current branch in Edward Street. But he fought through that, and he survived. That bullet still remains lodged in him to this day. If anything, these experiences made him more grateful for life, and he was always sure to be there for every family event and every friend's line. Uncle Pancho was one man who was held in the hearts of thousands of people, from ministers to messengers to his family and friends. He was admired, well-respected, and held in high regard. But today, let's take a moment to reflect on Uncle Pancho, who he was to us, and embrace that sense of gratitude that the unofficial mayor of Port of Spain was a part of each of our lives. Uncle Pancho, we love you. You are truly irreplaceable. Give Auntie Barbara, Uncle Shorty, and Mama our love. Thank you.
So this time I'll ask Janessa, the beautiful granddaughter of Pancho, the daughter of Curtis and Joanne, to bring a few sentiments.
Good morning, everyone. I think Papa and I had a tough love kind of bond. Like he would always have something to say back, or always nudge or pinch or push my head into my cake almost every birthday. But regardless of all that, he always made sure that I was spoiled and loved and knew that I was his princess or prettiest girl ever. I think that was definitely his way of showing love, and I'm grateful to have experienced that from him. A few of my favorite memories with Papa that live with me always are him doing my hair for the newspaper, him picking Aaron and I up when we were younger early on weekends and listening to his Indian music. When I told him that I wanted a red car to drive around when I was 6, and he said he promised he'd get it for me when I got into a good school. Then when I had to make a bet with him to stop smoking, celebrating his birthdays and having my first birthday drink with him, or simply just going to see him and him sitting in his rolling chair in the kitchen watching TV. He always made sure to call me when he was making something that he knew I liked. And if I couldn't go to get it, he made sure I get it still. He always looked out for me and made sure that I was studying hard and pushed me to do better than I already was, but he was still proud of me regardless. Pa was a great man and someone I look up to by the way he cared for me and for the people around him, and he made sure that everyone was taken care of. I feel genuinely blessed to have been loved by him and to have him as a grandpa, and to have grown up with him teaching me many things and making memories that will stick with me forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Popo. Yaja will really be proud. So I'll invite Anderson at this time.
Blessed morning, Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. They say parting is such sweet sorrow. And this gentleman in front of us today certainly epitomizes that. For on the very day that he was born, he chose to leave this earthly world so that we all can celebrate him in life and in death. Some say it's ironic. I say it's poetic. Pancho had the heart of a lion, but the soul of an angel. But nothing that Pancho did in his interactions and actions was human in nature. It was divine, celestial, even God sent. And by the number of persons I see gathered here today, and those who will meet along the way and at the Mosquito Creek, we know that's a true testimony. The name Pancho's is not just a food establishment. It's an institution, it's a haven, a place where we can make new acquaintances, build everlasting bonds and friendships, and I dare say, a place where you could just get things done. You all know what I meant. Pancho's legacy will continue to live on in Curtis, Kevin, Kavita, and Jude. All his grandchildren, his nephews and nieces, his brothers, sisters, his entire family circle, and indeed his friends and friendships he has nurtured and developed over the years and decades. And so today, while there are so many names and individuals that are synonymous with Pancho's, and I don't mean Terence and Nigel, I would not venture to mention all, but I recognize a good number of them in this audience here today. But one thing is certain, that Pancho has left us an indelible imprint of memories and thoughts. And while every single day we will continue to celebrate him, with every meal, every drink, every cheers, he will always be in our hearts. Pancho Parmanan Yarna, Uncle Pancho, Papa to some. Go in peace, my friend. For you will reunite with your family members and those who have gone before. May you prepare your table for all the angels, saints, and sages, and create and develop and decorate a new pathway, for we all shall follow soon. Long live Parmanan Yarna, long live Pancho, and long live his legacy. May he rest in peace.
Thank you very much. At this time, we have Dr. Jason Yarna, who will bring a few sentiments and reflections on Pancho and the family.
Namaste, Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum, and good morning, everyone. What words can you say for someone who touched the lives of so many? Uncle Pancho was a king among men. I think the best way to describe him is seen on the pamphlet. If you look at the back of the pamphlet, you'll see father of my cousins, but you'll also see father to many. And that's who he was, the father of many of us. When you enter Pancho's, you didn't enter a business, you entered a home. It didn't matter what color you had, what class you came from, what educational background. He could have been the most humble of persons or the biggest of ministers. He would smile, he would hug you, he would make you feel welcomed. The Yarna name is unique. We are the only ones in the country. I always say if one person does something good, it's great. If one person does something bad, well. Uncle Pancho, he was the greatest. He would say proudly, you know anybody in Port of Spain? You know Pancho? That is my uncle. That is a Yarna. That is a legacy. And the few words you would use to describe him is kind. You walk into the business, he would hug you, he would love you, he would make you feel like family. He was humble. It doesn't matter what you have or don't have, you are all seen equally. He was hardworking. You would have heard Ferisha say from a young age he left home at 16, built his way to the top, and even so never stopped, always kept advancing, making sure his business remained a cornerstone in Port of Spain. He was dedicated. He loved his children, and he even loved his grandchildren. And among that, he was also relaxed. He knew how to enjoy life. From the young age of teenagers, every week is a river lime, or down the islands, or travel. And up until this age, don't matter how many days he would wake up early. When is the day to Lime to go by the river or go down the islands? That day. And it shows us he was balanced. He knew how to live a good life and how to enjoy life. Very few people in this world would work as hard as Uncle Pancho and enjoy life. And he enjoyed life. He has no regrets. He knew everything there was out there, and his words of wisdom will always stay with us. So as I close, I just want to tell us, if you want to live a good life, mirror that of Uncle Pancho. He had every single quality that makes you a good human being. And without a doubt, I'm sure he would get moksha with Sri Krishna. Sitaram.
Sitaraman, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Jason Rajiv Yarna. At this time, I'll invite Malan Ramkisoon to the microphone.
Thank you, Pandit. Good morning to all. My name is Marlon Ramkisoon, Pancho's friend. May I extend my deepest sympathy, heartfelt condolences to the Yarna family. I pray that the love and support expressed here this morning and over the last week will give strength and courage to Vicky, Curtis, Kevin, Kavita, Jude, Mr. Manu and his siblings, and all the rest of the Yarna clan. My friend Pancho was born on the 17th of November, as one of the speakers just said, and died on the 17th of November. Very same day, fitting for a man who said, to celebrate his passing when it comes. For a birthday like that is a celebration of life. The name Pancho was described by his granddaughter, Panch meaning 5. He was the 5th of 13 siblings. There were also many other names and references to Pancho. One is a Spanish reference. It refers to a calm and relaxed person, no fuss or tantrums, but hardworking and determined. The unofficial mayor of Port of Spain was this: from a humble home down south to a successful businessman, prioritizing his tasks, focused and productive. Most who have dined at his Edward Street location would have felt his energy. The host who welcomed everyone with his smiles and quirks, always chatting, knowing his customers by name and nickname. They were not just his clients, they became his best friends, they were his besties. Mr. Mano claims that Pancho was his bestie. I don't doubt it. They were never separated, always chatting, discussing business. Pancho had such positive vibes, people just felt connected to this old soldier. And it must be really difficult for all his family and his close friends to let him go and say goodbye. He lifted his family. He became a conduit for those facing challenges, serving others selflessly, sharing kindness, patience, strength. But he too loved a good lime, a river lime. I've been to many with him, Brother Manu, Curtis, Terrence, Flowers, Carl, so many of his buddies, too much to name at this time. Always fun and laughter as he cooked and chunked his favorite dishes in his old iron pot. He was a limer with plenty of energy to burn, but as we all know, for whom the bell tolls, it may toll for thee. It is a shared fate of humanity which suggests that every individual's death affects everyone, because no man is an island. Our Lord has rung the bell to call a new beginning for our friend and brother Pancho with the promise of life everlasting. The Bhagavad Gita says, the soul is never born, nor does it ever die, nor does it become or being born, for it is inborn, eternal, everlasting, and primeval. Even though the body is slain, the soul is not. While we all have shared memorable stories and chatted about you, Pancho, over the last week, it is time to say farewell. Rest well, my friend.
Thank you very much, Marlon. Of course, if we give everyone a chance, everyone can speak and their own recognitions and recollections about Mr. Yarna. So we'll just have two more speakers. Of course, before Vinita winds up the speeches, I'd like to invite Mr. Terence Dayal Singh, or former MP of St. Joseph and former Minister of Health, and a wonderful friend of Pancho. Pancho had many political friends from all sides, and I know Terence G doesn't have his political hat on this morning, so I could invite him to the microphone and bring his thoughts. Terence.
Thank you, Baba. To my Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. To my Hindu brothers and sisters, Sitaram. To my Christian brothers and sisters, as we get ready to celebrate the birth of our dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, good morning to all. To the Yarna family, I wouldn't add or go over everything that has been said, but I want to bring a different perspective as to what we have lost here this morning. Mano constantly reminds me, almost every Friday, that his parents came on the last ship that brought indentured laborers to Trinidad and Tobago. So when we lose one of the Yarna siblings, we lose that connection to our forefathers. We lose that connection that makes us who we are in Trinidad and Tobago. This is significant because the values we brought on those ships are the values that Pancho lived in Trinidad and Tobago. Hard work, dedication, sacrifice. Qualities in life which are somewhat lacking in modern times. But I am sure that Pancho, being the person that he is, embodying that spirit of frontiership that came with his parents on that last ship to Trinidad and Tobago, to lands unknown, to challenges unknown, he will face that as he goes into the loving arms of Lord Krishna, the receiver of souls, to continue his journey. Because in Hinduism, death of the body isn't the final frontier. It is simply a stepping stone to eternity. And Baba, you will know better than I that his soul will be received by Lord Krishna with all the grace that it deserves. So, in closing, I want to recognize once again all the qualities spoken about Pancho, and I want to commend his soul to Lord Krishna, but also commend his qualities to each and every one of us, so that we could emulate those qualities in our personal lives. Thank you, and we will see you at the Mosquito Creek.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dayal Singh. So our final speaker, another, I'll call her granddaughter of Pancho, Vinita.
Good morning, Sitaram. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Together, Today we gather to honor and remember a man whose presence lit up every room he entered. My mama's brother, but to me, always a dear uncle, Uncle Pancho. You always greeted me with a warm hug, a gentle smile, and that nickname I will now forever cherish, Candle. He was a man of generosity, not just in the things he gave, but in the way he gave his time, his kindness, and his attention. In his work, he didn't just serve customers, he cherished them. He made time to speak with every single person who walked through his doors. Not because he had to, but because he cared. He understood people. He valued connection. He knew that sometimes a small conversation, a warm greeting, or a shared joke could change someone's entire day. And so he gave that freely, generously, without ever expecting anything in return. No matter where life took him, he never forgot where he came from or the people who helped shape him. His roots mattered to him, and he honored them through the way he lived, grounded, humble, generous, grateful, hardworking, and full of heart. What hurts the most today is losing another pillar of our family in just the space of 2 months. Someone whose presence was so gentle, yet so powerful, and whose strength wasn't loud, but it was steady. He was one of the most humble persons I know, and he lived life in the simplest of ways. To us as his family, he was someone you could lean on. He offered his support without hesitation and love without limits. Uncle Pancho was a source of strength and comfort, a constant presence who helped hold the family together through every season of life. We often speak of a person as one of a kind, but he truly was. There will never be another who carries his exact light. May his spirit continue to inspire strength, unity, and compassion in the lives he touched. And may we carry forward the legacy of the remarkable person he was. You will forever be remembered and forever loved. Rest in peace, Uncle Pancho.
Thank you, Vinny. Bindraban Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So, as I said, if we were to reflect on the life of Pancho, we'll do that till next week. And we will not be exhausted of his good qualities and loving nature. I myself have received condolences and messages and thoughts from people all around the world this week. One person was reminding me, her name is Veshma Beam Singh, who used to work TTT. And she was reflecting because that's my cousin. And she said she could remember even from IPL, she was here in Hyatt. And it had flood in Port Spain. And she came out of Hyatt and walked in the flood to go buy Pancho for a special meal. And didn't desire any food from Hyatt because not only the taste, but the love that Pancho always had, connected with people all parts of this country and all parts of this world. This is the type of gentleman we are speaking about. Even when I would go to the new Panchos, the new location, the first thing he will make Kevin do is go upstairs and open the door and make sure I'm comfortable, put on the AC and everything, and ensure that whatever I need to eat, drink, lime, relax, it is done. And he did that not only for me, but for many, many others. And that we will always be grateful for. So at this time, I want you all to join in this special prayer with me. It is called the Ram Stuti, where we ask Bhagwan to take care of every step of Pancho's We pray. Shri Ram Chandra Kripalu Bhajuman Haran Bhava Bhaya Darunam Nav Kanjalochan Kanja Mukhakar Kanja Pad Kanjalunam. Excuse ma'am. Thank you. Kandarpa Aganit Amit Chavi Navanila Niraj Sundaram Pat Pita Manav Tarit Ruchi Suchi Naomi Janaka Sutavaram Bhaju Dina Bandhu Dinesh Ranav Daitya Vanshani Kandanam Raghunanda Anand Kand Koshal Chandra Dasarath Nandanam Sira Mukut Kundal Tilak Charu Udar Anga Vibhushanam Ajanu Bhuj Char Chapadhar Sangram Jit Kar Dushanam Eti Vadati Tulsi Das Shankar Shesha Muni Manaranjanam Mama Hridaya Kanja Nivas Kuru Kamadi Khaladal Ganjanam Sri Ram Sri Ram Sri Ram Sri Ram Om Atma Shanti Om Atma Shanti Om Atma Shanti Ayodhya Pati Ramachandra ki Jai. So this time I'll ask Kavita to come. You'll give her mala. So Kavita will offer mala for her father. And then I'll ask Victoria and Joanne and the rest of the family. Yes, and Devani, of course, as well. So the three of you, four of you are one after the next, right? And come and say farewells, and then the rest of the family. So I'll ask the DJ to play very softly a bhajan or two by the time. And thank you everyone for being here this morning. And I'll see most of you down south. Sab koi jai jai, Sitaram. God's blessings to everyone.
Tumhi devata. Oh my Lord, you're my temple. You are my worship. You are my diet.
आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है दो दिन का मेला आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला दो दिन की जिंदगी है का मेला आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। आए भी अकेला, जाए भी अकेला, 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला। 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला।
ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु, परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु, परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्राप्ति का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण, है आत्मा चल प्रभु को सौंप दे तू सारा जीवन। देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, ओ देख प्रभु तेरे निकट विराजे, कर ले अभिवादन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु, परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर, ओ परमानंद का अनुभव कर, तू धन्य बना जीवन। ज्योति बिंदु, ज्योति बिंदु, परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज निहाले, परम पिता का प्रेम पात्र बन कर तू शुभ वर पाले। परमात्मा से है मेरी आत्मा, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन।
झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारी माता। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारी माता। कुटुंब कबीला संगन साथी, कुटुंब कबीला संगन साथी, काला रंग बजाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया। दो दिन का पहुनाई जगत में, माया में भर माया। दो दिन का पहुनाई जगत में, माया में भर माया। धन दौलत कुछ काम न आया, धन दौलत कुछ काम न आया। छूटी जाए यह काया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया साधु, झूठी जन्म गवाया।
चीर के छाती बोले अपनी, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
चीर के छाती बोले अपनी, पवन पुत्र हनुमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है
सीता हरण किया रावण ने, प्रभु जी थे अकुलाए। हनुमान ने सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाए। हनुमान जी करते आए, हनुमान जी करते आए प्रभु जी के गुणगान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति, देख प्रभु घबराए। लगी लक्ष्मण जी को शक्ति, देख प्रभु घबराए। भोर से पहले हनुमान जी धवलगिरी ले आए। उठ बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर, उठ बैठे लक्ष्मण जी लेकर श्री राम का नाम। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
वानर सेना देख के रावण की सेना घबराए। पलक झपकते हनुमान ने लंका में आग लगाए। बोले प्रभु के साथ मिटाकर, बोले प्रभु के साथ मिटाकर रावण का अभिमान। बोलो पवन पुत्र हनुमान, मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम। मेरे मन में बसे है राम, मेरे तन में बसे है राम।
आज अंधेरे में है ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान। भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे भगवान राह दिखा रे भटक रहे हम राह दिखा दे भगवान राह दिखा रे कदम कदम भगवान की रखती जाने